Welcome back to our channel. Today we honor remarkable lives that shaped our screens and stories. We remember the intellectual authority of John Nolan, the trailblazing strength of Peter Tuyasospo, and the quiet, revolutionary dignity of Jean Marsh. We also reflect on the enduring journey of Jason Momoa, whose life reminds us that true resilience is forged through life's storms. Their contributions remain etched in history, proving that some of cinema's greatest power comes from stillness and persistence. What defines a legacy that outlives the final curtain? Now let's begin. John Nolan built his place in action and thriller cinema not through physical force, but through intelligence, restraint, and a quiet authority that gave lasting weight to every world he entered. Passing away on April 11th, 2026, at the age of 87, he left behind a career spanning more than 6 decades, from the classical discipline of Shakespearean theater to the calculated tensions of modern screen storytelling. From his chilling portrayal of former MI6 strategist John Greer in Person of Interest to his roles in Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, Following, and Dunkirk, Nolan became a defining presence for men who understood power not from the battlefield, but from behind the system itself. His work moved across stage, espionage, and large-scale action, where danger often came through intellect rather than spectacle. As the industry honors the famous actors who died in 2026, his legacy stands as a masterclass in subtlety and gravitas. Though never built on explosive heroics, he brought gravity to institutions, conspiracies, and unseen control. John Nolan passed peacefully, leaving behind performances that prove some of cinema's most enduring strength does not shout. It watches, understands, and commands from stillness. Peter Tuyasospo passed away on February 10, 2025, at the age of 61 due to heart complications. For many viewers, he was E. Honda in Street Fighter, a role that made him one of the few Polynesian actors to leave a lasting mark on 1990s action cinema. In an industry that rarely placed men like him at the center, Tuyasospo built his place through strength, presence, and the kind of physical credibility that made larger worlds feel real. As his career moved forward, he continued working through films like Necessary Roughness, The Fast and the Furious, The Scorpion King, and 12 Rounds, often portraying guards, fighters, and powerful men whose presence added weight to the action around them. He also worked steadily in television, from Hawaii Five-0 to NCIS and New Girl, proving a versatility beyond his imposing frame. While many reflect on recent celebrity deaths that have impacted the world of entertainment, his contributions to representation and his reliable craft remain a significant part of Hollywood's history. Off-screen, he was remembered as a trailblazer for Polynesian representation and a devoted family man. In the end, Peter Tuyasospo is remembered as someone who kept showing up, broke barriers quietly, and brought strength to every story he entered. Breaking news. There are men the world remembers for their strength, and then there are those whose strength was born from silence, loss, and the quiet ache of never truly belonging. Jason Momoa stands somewhere between myth and memory, a figure shaped not only by roaring oceans and blazing lights, but by the unseen tides that pulled at his soul long before fame ever found him. Behind the warrior's presence, behind the commanding gaze that once conquered screens, lives a boy who spent years searching for a place to call home, carrying within him a storm that never fully calmed. Born on August 1, 1979, in Honolulu, Hawaii, Jason entered the world surrounded by the rhythm of waves and the warmth of island life. Yet that harmony was fragile, and it did not last. His parents separated when he was still young, and he was taken far from the ocean to Iowa, a land of endless fields and quiet skies that felt painfully distant from everything he knew. In that silence, he grew up feeling disconnected, carrying the absence of his father and the loss of his cultural roots like an invisible weight. While other children found comfort in familiarity, Jason learned early that belonging was something that could be taken without warning. His early adulthood was marked not by glamour, but by uncertainty and struggle. He worked modest jobs, sometimes facing nights without stability, holding tightly to a dream that had not yet revealed its path. A chance discovery led him into modeling, and soon after, acting found him almost unexpectedly. From Baywatch, Hawaii to Stargate, Atlantis, he built his craft piece by piece, yet true recognition came with Game of Thrones in 2011. As Khal Drogo, he became a global symbol of power and intensity. But when that role ended, so did the illusion of security. Opportunities faded, finances grew uncertain, and he faced a period where doubt pressed heavily against his spirit. It was a quiet fall, one that few noticed, but one he endured with resilience. Just as life seemed to steady, fate reminded him of its unpredictability. In 2008, a violent encounter left him with a severe facial injury, requiring extensive medical care and leaving a permanent scar near his eye. It became not a mark of weakness, but a reminder of survival. Years later, his commitment to authenticity in film brought further physical strain, including serious injuries during demanding roles, where his body absorbed the cost of every performance. These wounds, both visible and hidden, became part of his identity, shaping not only the roles he played, but the man he became. Today, Jason Momoa lives not as a man chasing applause, but as one seeking balance, purpose, and truth. He dedicates himself to environmental causes, especially the protection of oceans, honoring the place that first gave him identity. His life is no longer defined by roles alone, but by the values he carries and the legacy he builds through action and compassion. If his journey has ever resonated with your own quiet battles, perhaps his story is not just one of survival, but a reminder that even those shaped by storms can learn to stand in the light, still carrying the ocean within them. He is still alive. In a career shaped less by spectacle than by presence, Jean Marsh became one of the rare performers who could turn restraint into power. She passed away on April 13, 2025, at the age of 90 due to complications of dementia, leaving behind a legacy built on intelligence, discipline, and emotional precision. For many, she was Rose Buck in Upstairs, Downstairs, the servant whose quiet resilience gave voice to those history often left in the background. In a world defined by class and hierarchy, Marsh made dignity itself feel revolutionary. As her journey continued, she expanded far beyond period drama, stepping into darker fantasy through Return to Oz and Willow, where she brought menace, authority, and unforgettable presence to powerful women. Her remarkable contributions to the screen ensure her name is remembered among the Hollywood legends passed away in recent times, whose work continues to inspire. Off-screen, her own life carried hardship, from childhood illness and class insecurity to later health struggles, including stroke. Jean Marsh was never the loudest figure on screen, nor the most physically imposing, but she proved that lasting strength can come from something deeper: the ability to command attention, challenge expectation, and remain unforgettable without ever raising your voice.